will say Hero's Quest is feeling a lot better than it usually does. And I know that's kind of funny because I haven't actually beaten it yet. Except for that one time. But most of the mistakes I'm making, I'm like... They're new mistakes, and a lot of the stuff that used to drive me nuts is going together pretty well. Shoot, there we go. See? Typing candle. New problem. Let's see what the run's at the end of this. Still good. Good enough. $120. Pretty good for messing up the York room there. Look, I have a theory. Maybe if I throw enough ketchup at the beginning of this run, it'll feel bad for me and give me what I need in wages. It's highly scientific. Watch it pay dividends here. Alright. One Spielberg. Probably go for another hour 30 or so. How many more Spielbergs can we fit in here? I'm gonna say we're gonna see this at least 2 more times. Yeah, dude, David, best of luck. I hear flying's an absolute cluster right now, so I hope it works out. I mean, that's what I mean. It's just, I hope the A to B actually works out. David's got 3 games actually at GDQ. It's really impressive. We'll do our best to put him on blast in the Discord, but I think everyone's gonna try and churn out for the KQ5 run for sure. I've only watched David do Super Hot practice once with a camera on, and it looked absolutely exhausting. That run is about as much cardio as a real run, I imagine. He had a great like 3-hour-long Shovel Knight race. God, when was that? 4 or 5 months back? I don't know. He seems drawn to the cruelest of categories. That's 100% for you. September, okay. Oh yeah, you can put me on record. Evil category. I mean, Dad, you know. The game won't let you finish. The 80% limited my chance of these stupid old games crashing. I have only one love that I let crash on me. And we're taking a break from it. That guy totally blocked me. Hey, oh noes. Your strat worked. Thanks for showing that. That was some clean Rockies I was doing. Alright. Felt like a good shopping day. Night 2. 3. 4. 5. And done. Oop. Get ahead of myself here. Look alive, Fire Elemental. Doing this out of order. Whatever. Don't. Eight. And 9. Oh no. How the game doesn't screw you over when you accidentally try and buy Levitate for 300 dinars. Kind of it. Nice, 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 nice. Well, so far so good for Shapir. Gives us a little bit of bandwidth in case Rocky wants to be a jerk. He can be a little shy sometimes. But maybe he'll be eager to see me. Nope. Yeah, there he is. That's pretty good. Ooh. Oh. I'm flattered. Alright. Again. There we go. Pretty good, Rocky. Yeah, this game has numbered hotkeys for the dialogue. So for a lot of the interactions, I just know to press 1, 2, 3, etc. Stuff like that. Yeah, and an incredibly useless tab hotkey. There's not a lot of tricks to this run, so all we fixate on is little menu optimizations. You don't really see many more at this point, but there's a lot of little movement shortcuts as well to start, like pressing a certain diagonal, because you know it'll lead hero out of a shop, or it'll cut you by some merchants and they won't stop you. Other times you want them to stop you. That's really all this run is. It's just teeny tiny little fixes like that. There is a little, I guess it's a bug where typically we just hold down escape for all of the skips in this run. If you do that too often though, and it's always the same exact spots, it'll just stop working. And the only way to fix it is to press enter. So if I ever dwell on an inventory screen, it's usually because I did not escape it and I had to deliberately like find enter and click it, and it always kind of stings a bit when I have to do that. Yeah, all good. I've learned to talk during the parts that won't kill me. I'm gonna get real quiet while I drink this drink. There we go. Yeah, like you wouldn't see it, but I just tapped enter there for the purposes of resetting any potential issue with the skip button later. There's just a few times where I know for a fact I have to do it, otherwise it will lock up on me. Weird problem. I guess it adds to the execution, though. No, Wages of War is unfortunately pretty stingy on any kind of helpful quality of life hotkey or anything. Which is ridiculous. Like, there are definitely games at that time that used them, and that game just doesn't. Lucky you. Lucky all of us. That's true. Yeah, there is you can do some finagling with escape, enter, and sometimes a right-clicking will also register certain dialogues, and that can speed things along. What's interesting, and it might be a fluke, is I experimented with using escape during the conversation with Raja, because if you just tap it once, it'll skip the whole thing. But every time I tried that, the honor RNG did not work. Could have been some incredibly bad luck, but it was weird. I don't know if that was doing something inadvertently. But the game's like, you can't skip this, you jerk. That's not very honorable. So I just click through it, even though it's slower. Using escape in Wages of War is tricky anyway, because it will skip dialogue, but you don't want to hold it down, otherwise you'll pull up your menu. Thank you. Yeah, no, this whole section's been going a lot better. Thank you, drummer. Thank you, wall. Yeah, this is a good trial by fire, but let's make sure I actually complete it, because I might goof up and get caught by the guards when I line up the pillar. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen. Oof, yeah, I nearly did it there, for example. There's also random times where you can hover your cursor in the menu and wait for like a cutscene to finish, and other times you can't do that, otherwise the game will pause while you mouse away. And that's a gold. Felt like a gold. Cool. Yeah. But it might not matter at all. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's been the one thing keeping me from throwing my monitor out the window is the RNG and the gargoyle and the dumb mistake I made in Shadows the other week. It has led to better trial by fires, so can't be that bad of a thing. Hey, Mike! Oh, sorry, I called you by your real name. I gotta call you Mike. There's another dad in the chat. Good to see you. I find this strangely easier than playing Elden Ring right now. So here we go. Skip through this and see if we have a reset or not. A speedrunning community can just be 10 dads and no children. Just 10 dads all in a house. Go. Paladin, that's what I need. And there we go. Yeah, Dad Flannels has kept the dad moniker for many years now. Something of an original. Oh, you do? Okay. Hello, Mike's SO. I don't know if I should call you by your name in this public arena, but if you're around, good to see you again. I run this game in 4:3 resolution, and then I just stretch it out, so it probably does look a little bit different. Is yours in widescreen by any chance? It honestly makes the game look a little bit ugly from where I'm sitting, but it gives me enough room to maneuver. Two, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, didn't get it. Yay, okay. Safety strat worked. Oh, I hope I get this then. This is a good run. Honor, please. Hey! Alright. Now it's a party. Oh boy. That makes me nervous. We're saving so much time though, I might actually... Hang on. Let's make sure I concentrate here. Don't want to mess up a easy skip there. Yeah, Mike, so the stupid thing about this category I've decided to do is I need to do this little glitch that gets me a flaming sword, which murders stuff a lot faster. And to do that, I have to talk honorably in front of that Lion Centaur King. I know you're following along just fine so far. The long and short of it is I need RNG to work out, and if it doesn't, I have to reset the whole stupid run, which I've been doing a lot of. And this run's been so quick that I was kind of setting myself up for disappointment already, but we are good to go. Not out of the woods. I might still beef it on a fight at the end of this game. Hopefully I won't. We'll try our best to be as conservative as possible, but sometimes he just says no. Oh, you don't get to run. Yeah, Dad, of the retro gamer, Dad. There's something of a kind of personal preference for screen size. on the one hand, if you have a small window, I mean, you're literally moving your cursor less, so it gets faster. But if you're me and you are clumsy, you want big honking icons so you don't mess it up. I mean, that's my outlook anyway. Oh, I just gotta run. Here we go. Yeah, you know, if I'm playing the game casually, I get really held up on what the screen looks like in the right, you know, MT32 emulator and all that. But for this, it's whatever's easiest and fastest. Even if it means the game looks kind of grody. Fetch. Put the thing in the thing and go through the thing. Cast Calm. And open. Alright, even though this fight's easier, gonna focus. Let him dodge my. Alright, good enough. Some offline practice of that strategy. I've been knocking that dude out in a couple of seconds. Like chaining like 5 of those swings at once. So, future tech to figure out. Works better on Tyson there than it does Gargoyle. Ooh, man, that's a good time. If he kills me, I might actually reset and see if I'm still ahead. We'll see, we'll see. So much waiting in Street. Alright. You wait to walk right to the end game, you wait here, you wait at this bit, wait for the scripted fight. Come on, hurry up. There we go. Doppelganger taking his time, come on. Got places to be. Alright. Yeah, I knew it, you jerk. I knew you were gonna bite me. Absolutely not. Okay. I took that way safer than I would, but I mean, my track record shows I had to do it that way. Not messing around. Oh boy. I feel silly I let him swipe me. I thought I had my my guard up. Alright, Twinstrumental, thanks for showing up. This is suddenly very exciting. Alright, no games. This is a by the book, no swag. Shadows of Darkness coming up. Ooh, doggy. Alright, we're exactly where we need to be, though. On pace for 57. Does not need to happen for me to be happy, but it'd be cool if it happened all the same. But we're just worried about the 58. Oh, drummer silly clowns are on, and they will not be turning off. That joke will always, now and forever, be told. What I'm worried about is what foolish mistake I haven't made yet. I forgot to tell the ultimate joke in my last PB pace run, so that was unfortunate. Oh wait, no, I need to do the whole shebang here. Okay. Gonna calm down. We're gonna run this abomination of a run. And that's why silly clowns are always on, and will never be off again. There we go. Cross hand over hand. Do the thing. Break space and time. Rest once, twice, thrice, torse. And oop. Levitate into town. We're gonna visit Burgo. We're gonna visit Olga. Gonna load up on avocado toast. We're gonna remember the pie pan. It's gonna be great. I am now noticing my copy protection cheat sheet is being clipped by the game, but that's okay. We'll fix that during Nikolai's slow walk. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 should do it. Might have been 7, doesn't matter. Just a question of how many hungry messages you want. Jerk. Skip the puzzle. Got no time for that. No, wait. There we we go. Okay. A little bit slower than usual, but not a disaster. Oh wait, I forgot to get the magic. Not forgetting Glide. That would be very sad. Let's give him, this is your 22. Jump attack. Ow, you jerk. Ugh. All right, that's okay. All right, do 23 next time, and then we're just gonna flame dart that jerk. That should be faster. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should do it. And we need the thingy. Alright, and glide on back. 1, 2, 3. Give the dead ghost children some candy. Alright, just glitchy puzzle. A, B. Ooh. Oh. That should do it. Oh, I had it. Dang it. Okay. Too fast with my cursor. One thing about this collection run is the mouse sensitivity for shadows is so much more slippery than every other game, and I even have a thing to like slow my mouse down for this game, but it's still a bit wonky. No, Mike, you don't understand. See, we have to learn that she's a ghost so we can tell this other guy that his wife's a ghost. So he can go out in the forest, die. Oh, that was the sound of dead ghost children dying again. Because if he dies, we can get his hat. Mission critical item. Hey, Mist, good to see you. And Nate, thank you for joining. Got a spicy run here. At least I hope we do after Shadows. I have no frame of reference for whether I'm doing this game well or not. Okay, 1, 2. I guess if I don't make mistakes, that's a good sign. There's so many little things that you can do slightly off. It adds up. Am I tired yet? No? There I am. Now I'm tired. Alright, science. Rehydration. Copper protection, you baby. Water. Fire. This one's terrible. Fire. There's Cthulhu sauce. Oh, right. Man, I cannot believe that pace. I might need a save right before the dragon in 5 in case I pop it. I've been practicing it a lot and I haven't, but now I'm just paranoid. Yeah, concerning lack of pizza this run. It's really a core element and it didn't give me any. Alright. Just get out of here, this place is dead. Alright, time for more narrate to myself, so I'm doing the right thing. We leave. Pay the man. Okay. Leave again. Don't go to bed yet. Talk to this fella. Get doll. Mission critical item. Now we can rest. Was I gonna make a mistake there? Probably not, but I did once upon a time a year ago, and it's paranoid. Alright. Day 4. Nothing to do. So we sleep. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Alright, forget you guys. I'm on the case. I'll find your gravedigger. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Should have done enter. Whatever. A lot more of the mana bar to be filled up by now. Might check that before we finish the run. Would hate to lose open. Kind of important spell. Alright. Let's free our quantum werewolf, who isn't free until that guy says he is. Or to be Schrodinger's werewolf. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Hope that's good. We haven't royally messed anything up yet. I guess that Chernobyl fight could have been faster, but that should have still been faster than my previous segment when I last ran this. I did churn out a save off. That seems to help my screen transitions. It does, of course, mean that we are in high stakes mode because I churned out a save off. Yeah, Werewolf Gaston is not really terribly sneaky. He gets captured by a bunch of dopey villagers off-screen, but I mean, that's what apparently happened. He ain't all that. Let's get that Nightfall. Aw, see, it's a happy ending. He died. But he died next to his ghost wife. And give me your hat. Thanks. Jerk up. Alright, there we go. Oh wait, no. Get your anti-die spell. Oh jeez, what am I doing? There we go. Okay, good enough. I messed up a perfect one of these, but it's still a very good race fight. Let's pick that up. Probably shouldn't hum Disney tunes, I'll mute my channel. Alright. Skull wants hat. Worth killing a man over, if you ask me. Oh, it's a 10 out of 10 hat. Nice little feather. Looks good on him, too. Alright, give me plot progression. Alright, let's get the gamer bar first. No reason, just how I've always done it. Baba, forgot one thing. Hey, trade you some garlic for a dark ritual. Thank you. Oh yeah, okay. We got plenty of open skill. I shouldn't have doubted my system. Skip the baby puzzle because we're too stupid. Alright, I hear tell there's a little girl named Tanya in this castle. Let's go rescue her. I'm sure she'll be fine. Pick her up and get on out of here. Oh, she's hanging out with a giant monster and... Oh no, she got morbed. Too much morbium in the diet. Oh, you hate to see it. We can fix that by killing more innocent people. Like, I actually didn't play this particular series of games until, I don't know, like in college, just out of college, but I was sentimental from playing King's Quest, and then I played these and really liked them. They mostly hold up. It was Morbin time, and so now we must initiate Morbin time. Alright. I'm not leaving this stupid room. I'm gonna rest here. We're gonna have a good clean run. Everyone's gonna be happy. Hey, One Short Eye, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. We are in the Mind to Lose phase of the PB. Shush. Alright, Gnome, give me the joke. The joke I love to use. Never not used it. You can't prove anything. I actually did have this particular game, Shadows of Darkness, as a kid, but I was like 5. So my kindergarten reading level really did not mesh well with the very text-heavy nature of it. So goofed around with it for a bit, didn't make any progress, put it down, revisited many years later. I don't care for this particular category of speedrun, playing the fourth game. It's a little tedious, but objectively, casually, I think this is definitely an all-timer. Alright, let's get that debug code in. Oh yeah, Freddy Farkas, I need to play that too. Again, played it once, got all about it, but I have generally positive memories of it, so I should revisit. I don't think it matters what you say here, just say my bad to the vampire and I will help you raise Cthulhu. Hero stuff. My hold down escape hand is getting a little numb. Alright, I want a good clean ritual room. No shenanigans, no accidentally falling in acid, no pressing the wrong tubes. Good clean fun. We do complain all the time about this game not having a mega skip, but the truth is it is still pretty buggy of a speedrun. There's just a lot of stuff you can just not get, and it doesn't ruin anything. Yeah, it was smart of them to start you off about any of your junk. You know? You're aware that you're a hero, but you don't have to really rely on previous information because you've already been teleported into vampire world, which you had no previous experience with. Alright, switch the hand. Don't die in acid. Okay. Right. Left. Middle. And top. Uh-oh. Darn it. Figures the one time. Haven't messed that up in ages, but of course I do it on this run. Alright, well there's 57 gone. Might still have 58. I knew I was doomed as soon as I hit that that icon too far to the right. Alright, but maybe we did a good job otherwise and it'll work out. Let us see. I knew I was going to mess that up. At least one thing has to go wrong, otherwise it's not a PB. Looks like we're still set to be ahead, although we'll probably lose some time here in shadows. All right, drummer. Speed tech incoming. Tell the ultimate joke. Amazing. Beautiful. How does he do it? An all-timer if ever there was one. Lost 12 seconds. I can live with that. That was all in the breath room too, my goodness. All right. Let's have a good, well-behaved dragon. Can you believe it? We actually made it to Quest for Glory 5, Dragonfire. Some said it couldn't be done. Some said surely this game doesn't even exist. Haven't seen it in ages. It's real. Oh, okay. Kill the man hiding in the wall. Get 95% of the game. David, I hope you're not implying that Dragonfire is a bad game. Well, they'd absolutely take Dragonfire. Just based on the dated visuals. You absolutely get used to the ugliness. It's really only the character models that are kind of crummy. I think the backgrounds are totally solid for the era. Alright. Need to... Very deliberate about double tapping this guy. You can definitely do it faster, but I'm not so hot at it. Ooh, that was a good one. Not a huge time save, but that was a clean door. And my timer stopped, didn't it? Yeah, all good. We'll figure it out. That happens sometimes with Dragonfire. It can't really handle the...
You think you have won, do you? You are mistaken.
Sometimes the timer can't handle it. I think it's still running.
I will destroy everything, and you both will die.
If it turns out like it truly got stuck, we'll figure out the time afterwards. But if I don't crash the game, which we should be in a PBI1.
You cannot stop me. No one can stop me. I am your doom.
That's much to look for.
Villa. Need help. I died. I am already dead.
What we want. That's what we want. Alright. This should be in the bag. David, I have been practicing. I think I have that down. But, again, did not want to pop the dragon. That would have been way too tragic. Safety save. And let's do this. We did it. Ooh. Let's see if the timer tracked that or not. ATM, I either messed up my live split or Dragonfire froze it, which it will do. But first we dance, and then... we're done. I bet that was a 58. Oh, what a relief. Watch it be a 59 will 1 and come back to this.